Fuck.
Man, our nation, it never ceases to amaze me how the NFL consistently gets things wrong over and over and over again. I don't know how they do it. Let's just be flat and honest. At this point, I don't know how they do it. Roughing the passer. How in God's green gracious, how was the Tom Brady hit roughing the passer? How was Derek's Carr hit roughing the passer? How was Patrick Mahomes hit not roughing the passer if all those other places were roughing the passer? There are things in life where the NFL just sucks at, and that is one of them. Yes, I know 10, 15 years ago when we changed the defensive rules where you couldn't, basically lay a dude out coming over the middle. Times have changed, right? I get it. But at some point, I agree with Troy Aikman. Take off the damn dress. Take off the dress and play some football. That's all you got to do is play football. Why are we consistently effing these calls up? I'm to the point where I'm with my man Beastie. Get robot refs. Get the robot refs out. Can't be that hard, can it? Get those effing things out here. Not like, come on. Sheesh. NFL referees. Get it together at the end of the day, because y'all suck. No. The refs don't suck. NFL committee as a whole, the rules committee, y'all suck. Cue that intro. Are you ready for the best damn radio show on the planet? Man, our nation, rise up. And I think I fixed it, man, our nation. Let's see. Computer usage is back down to 6%. We're supposed to be. Let's see if the stream reconnects or we need to do something more. What's going on, man, our nation? I am here. Michael Buckheister, live, raw, uncut, sports talk. Try to do the 4K thing, but apparently that's it's a no-brainer. Ain't gonna happen today. No way, no how. So if you guys are new here at Man Hour Nation, welcome. Consider hitting the subscribe button, hitting the like button as well. Share it with a couple friends as well. Sharing is caring at the end of the day. We got a pretty good show for you guys lined up today. It is Tuesday. That means it's fact or crap. We have randomly been posting pictures throughout the day over here on Facebook.com/manhour on the old Facebook group pages. We've been sharing them and living life and just doing good things. And we're going to talk a little bit about Carson Wentz. Mr. Top 15 quarterback himself. Is it time to move on from top 15 quarterback? We'll be talking about that. We're going to talk about the man, Devontae Adams, with the infamous shove that's heard across the world. Shove that man. Chiefs versus Raiders, epic Monday night game. We're going to talk about Bailey Zappe, Mr. Western Kentucky Hilltopper himself. Is he the next Tom Brady? Nick Sirianni says Micha Parsons will be the next great defensive player. All that and much more right here on the Man Hour Nation. But it's just Michael Buckheiser tonight, flying solo. But Beastie Combs did release his power rankings today. And when I shared them across the groups on the boards and whatnot, and people are not too happy with my man Beastie. Not too happy with my man Beastie. If you guys do not know what the power rankings are, I did post them here on the YouTube page. And, of course, they're on all of our trash talk groups over there at facebook.com/manhour. Links are also in the description, so be sure to check those out. But coming in at number 10, he had San Francisco 49ers. Okay, 49ers are looking better as of late. Now that Jimmy G is in there, they're probably going to be AFC bound, AFC or NFC Championship bound. Let's just be flat honest about that. Then at number 9, this is where the wheels start to fall off. We're not even 2 teams in, and the wheels have already fallen off. My man's got the Baltimore Ravens at number 9. The Baltimore Ravens at number 9. This is the same Baltimore Ravens team that has blown 2 17-point leads this season. We're only in week 5. So they had 2 losses where they led by 17 plus points and they lost that game. Both those games. But hey, whatever. Coming in number 8, the Minnesota Vikings. Arguably the best team in the NFC North, so I guess you got to put them up there somewhere, right? But top 10? I don't know, man. They've been struggling as of late. Then coming at number 7, the Dallas Cowboys. I do like the Dallas Cowboys. They are 4-0 with Cooper Rush. Man, they look pretty good. 4-1 on the season. Like it. Number 6, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What? This might be more horrendous pick than the Baltimore Ravens up there. But hey, it gets better. Trust me, it gets better. But not at number 5. The New York Football Giants? Are you kidding me? The Dallas Cowboys beat the Giants earlier in the season. The Buccaneers beat the Cowboys. By de facto, if we're doing by these rankings, you got to slide the Buccaneers up to number 5, Cowboys to 6, and Giants at 7, like at least. But come on. Are we sold on the New York Giants? Are we saying they are going to be the second best team in the NFC East right now? Well, come on now. Slow it down. Number 4, the LA Chargers. Good God. Can I just let me shake my little worm. Shake the worm. Come on, man. The Chargers at number 4? The Chargers? Okay. Number 3, finally getting some sense back into this poll. The Kansas City Chiefs coming at number 3. Okay. Now we're starting to roll, Combsy. Now we're starting to roll. Number 2, the Eagles. I like it. And then the best team is the Bills Mafia and the Buffalo Bills. Number 3, I'm not complaining. Or like the top 3, I'm not complaining whatsoever. Dallas Cowboys in there? Yes. Giants in there? Possibly. I like a little high. 49ers? Yes. The rest of those teams? Trash. Trash. And then, of course, I got to defend my man Beastie a little bit, right? So people are saying how bad his power rankings are, which I agree. They're not great. I mean, they're not terrible, but they're not great either. So there's one particular fan out there. I'm going to leave it nameless because I don't remember the name. I asked, so what are your top 10 power rankings? You know what they did? They moved out the Chargers. They moved out the Buccaneers. They moved out the Ravens. All good, right? I agree with that. Bump rest of the teams up. So basically, him and Combsy had the same top 10, right? But then he had at number 10 the Denver Broncos. The minute you put the worst team in the NFL at top 10 power rankings, your power rankings are out the window. Good gravy. Shake my worm at you. Shake the worm. Denver Broncos top 10 team. Then at number 9, he had the New York Jets. Okay, Jets are playing good football. I get it. Are we sold on them yet? No. But then it get really interesting. He put the Miami freaking Dolphins up there. At that point, I'm like, man, you are drunk. You are drunk at this point. Like my man Alpha Rob says, how the F are the Denver Broncos a top 10 team? They're not. The Denver Broncos are not even the top 10 in the AFC. They're not even top 15 in the AFC. And yes, I know there's only 15 or 12 teams in there. I get it. I get it. Yes, I know there's 16. But come on. They are the worst team in the AFC right now. Tell me who is worse than the Denver Broncos in the AFC. I'll wait. Let me sip on my tea. I actually got Mountain Dew. I'm a Mountain Dew fanatic. Who is worse than the Denver Broncos in the AFC? Or sorry. Yeah, who's worse? I don't know. Alpha Rob says, how's this clown making this list? I don't know. Like, I feel like he was just pulling. He's like, how can I upset the most people but make the most people happy at the same time? Let me put the Denver Broncos, Jets, and Miami Dolphins in there. Hell, the only team you're missing, like at that point, is the Jacksonville Jaguars. You might as well throw them in the top 10 too. Like, come on, man. That's just. The minute I read that, I'm like, dude, you are just trying to fucking get my goat. Like, I mean, I understand trollingism. I understand it takes a special person to be a troll. I am a troll myself on the interwebs. I do it. I poke the bear. I might agree with you, but I'm going to tell you the exact opposite. Like, no, that's freaking dumb. Just to piss you off. This guy, I think, was dead ass serious. Like, he was dead ass. Broncos, Jets, Dolphins in the top 10. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Guys, let me know if the stream's all choppy or not. I'm trying the 4K feature on my cameras and stuff like that. I see it on my end. It's kind of choppy. So if it's choppy, guys, let me know. And tomorrow I will fix it, put it back down to 1080p. All the good stuff. But it is time for fact or crap.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
And fact or crap, guys, is exactly how it sounds. We've been posting pictures on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter all day long, kind of planting those seeds, seeing what you guys are thinking out there. And I make statements. Is it fact or is it crap? And I tell you guys exactly if I think it is fact or crap. So the first fact or crap of the night, we got to go to the nation's capital in Washington, D.C. The Commanders have probably been arguably one of the most underperforming teams in the NFC by far this year. Their defense is pretty damn good. The offense is pretty good if they had a decent quarterback. If you guys remember, let's flash back to 2021. Me and Combsy sat here preseason, and then I flat out said that Carson Wentz is a top 15 quarterback in the league. And I wholeheartedly believe that. I thought Carson Wentz was going to have a good, a season or a career reviving season in Indianapolis. And obviously that did not happen. Ultimately, he goes to Washington and is going to save the Commanders, right? He is going to lead them to the promised land, win the NFC East and Super Bowl, yada, 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 right? Well, Coach Ron Rivera has come out and basically said that basically the reason why the Commanders suck is because the quarterback play is terrible right now. So fact or crap, Carson Wentz needs to be placed with Taylor Heinicke. Fact or crap, Carson Wentz needs to be placed with Taylor Heinicke. Is it Heinicke or Heinicke? Either way. Let's flash back a couple years ago, guys. Taylor Heinicke. I believe the who got hurt? It was Fitzpatrick, right? Got hurt like the second play of the season, third play of the season. Boom. Here comes a backup quarterback. I believe it was, I don't remember who it was. Later in the season, Taylor Heinicke takes over. I believe Washington was like 2-6, like at this point. They're like, Taylor Heinicke, do what you got to do, man. Like, get us a first-round pick, right? Taylor Heinicke says, hold my beer, coach. We're going to playoffs, baby. Taylor Heineke went toe-to-toe with the GOAT himself, Tom Brady. Yes, I know Tom Brady plays offense and Taylor Heineke plays offense too, but you guys get the gifs. Wiggle the worm. Taylor Heineke, is it Heineke or Heineke? Heineke. Wiggle Heineke. Like the beer, Heineken, right? That team rallied around Taylor. That team looked passionate. That team looked hungry and poised to win a lot of games. That team with Heineke and Chase Young and Scary Terry and the rest of the offense, like they looked pretty damn good. Insert Carson Wentz. Man, they're terrible. Man, they are bad. Now, let me reiterate. I said Carson Wentz was a top 15 quarterback in 2021. I will stand by that. Excuse me. I still think Carson Wentz is a good quarterback. Top 15 might be pushing it, but he's definitely top 20 still. So it makes me wonder if the coach, Ron Rivera, hasn't kind of ran his course there in Washington. But I'm gonna go with fact. Fact. Carson Wentz needs to find himself a backup gig and find his mojo again. He needs to get with Austin Powers. They need to go find Dr. Evil, find this mojo serum, and he needs to drink it again. Because right now, he has officially lost his mojo. It is gone. Yes, he had that great pass that I believe Scary Terry caught with like one hand, and it was a beautiful pass, right? But then the very next play, he's throwing the 15 yards over the receiver's head. Like, he is so inconsistent. Taylor Heineke will at least give you what Cooper Rush has been giving the Cowboys. A consistent play, not going to turn the ball over. He's going to have some freaking heart. Right now, Carson Wentz is just kind of flailing in the wind. You don't know if Carson Wentz is, like, not getting laid or, like, he needs to find whatever he is missing. Whether it be a Mitchell Trubisky treatment, get cut, go become a backup at the Kansas City Chiefs or something, and then go find a team. Go find the Miami Dolphins. Go find the New York Giants. Go find the Seahawks. Somebody. But right now, Taylor Heineke needs to start for the Washington Commanders. It is simple as that. He needs to go find his freaking mojo. And right now, he lost it. Whether he lost it when did he tear his ACL in that MVP season that he should have had, and they end up winning the Super Bowl anyways. Like, did Nick Foles steal his girl and his mojo all at the same time, Mr. Big Nick himself? I don't know. But it needs to be found. It needs to be found 100%. It is 100% fact. Carson Wentz, you have run your course in Washington, and it's only the 6th week of the NFL season. See you later, alligator. After a while, cock a while. Alpha Rob says Wentz is lost and cannot be found. Facts. Facts. The only way I think Carson Wentz can legitimately be found is if he goes to this, I don't know, if it's a pass-happy offense where he's flinging the rock around like a Patrick Mahomes type of thing. I see, like, I don't know what kind of offense he needs to be in. Like, that kind of seems to be the point, is we don't know what kind of offense he needs to be in. Does he need to throw the ball 40 times a game? Does he need to hand the ball off 26 times a game? I don't know. Like, I legit don't know. Because when we flash back to that Eagles season when he was great, he was mobile. He was rolling the pocket. They're throwing the ball down the field. They also had a pretty good defense behind him as well. So I don't know. I don't know how Carson Wentz can legitimately be found. Like, I just don't know. And as a Carson Wentz kind of passive fan, like, it kind of irritates me a little bit. Like, damn, man, like, just fucking do something. Do something. Unlike Davante Adams is doing something. He's doing a little too much, probably, right? After the game, after he got tripped and got overthrown the ball by 25 yards, he decided to take out his frustration on a stadium worker. Cameraman, as they are saying. He didn't have a cameraman, but he was holding up some type of microphone. I don't know what he's doing. But he shoves that white boy and says, "Get out the way, Cracker Jack." Boom. See you later, alligator. Now, after the game, instantly, he took to Twitter and tried to find the guy's identity and wanted to apologize to him. So, fact or crap, Davante Adams should be suspended for multiple games in the NFL for his actions post-game Monday Night Football. So as you guys know, usually when something like this happens, the NFL acts pretty swiftly, right? Let's flash back to the Pro Bowl. Alvin Kamara was in a hotel, punched a guy out, and they're like, "Oh, you're getting suspended." And then that kind of got swept under the rug real freaking quick, right? Hint the sarcasm here that's coming out of my mouth. Deshaun Watson sexually assaulted allegedly 32 women or something just like that. A year and a half later, just kind of sweep it under the rug. So this is a 157% fact that Davante Adams should be suspended for at least 2 games. At least 2 games. It is not like the cameraman or the stadium worker was like up in his face talking shit, right? Like he was legit just trying to get past the tunnel, and Davante Adams and him happened to cross paths, right? But my man Torrey Anderson's like, "Oh, he said sorry on Twitter." Yada yada. What? Okay. So I am walking through the mall, and you're holding your phone and talking on it, and you cross paths, and I just had a bad day, and I shove you. What is going to happen? The cop's going to be called. I'm going to get charged for assault, and I'm going to get probably hauled off to jail and have to make bail for like $1,000, right? Those are all facts. Call a spade a spade. And now, just to say that, oh, Davante Adams, it was the heat of the moment. Stop defending the man. He messed up. The stadium worker did nothing wrong. I was watching the Pat McAfee show. That's right, the Pat McAfee, Mr. 3 million subscribers, like himself. And he wanted to blame the stadium worker. "Oh, you should have got out of Davante Adams' way." Shut up. Are you serious right now? Davante Adams was literally the only player walking through the tunnel at that particular time. And you're going to tell me that the stadium worker needs to get out of the way? Come on, man. Be better than that. Like, it is 100% fact that Davante Adams I would like to see him get suspended for the rest of the freaking year. Yes, I'm a Chiefs fan, and he scares the F out of me when he's on the field. Like, I get it. But this is beyond football. This is beyond my Chiefs fandom, right? This is a legit, like, the Raiders franchise is fucked. Like, think about it. In the last 2 years, they have like 15 people in jail doing stupid shit. Set a freaking example. Like, this has to be stopped. Like, Davante Adams, you definitely need to get your 2 games minimum. 2 games minimum for Davante Adams. Like, it is what it is. I see my man Drew in the chat. He says, "Howdy, y'alls." What's up, Drew? Long time no see, brother. Hope you're feeling better. Of course, I got my man Alpha Rob in the chat as well. Football season, guys, is almost officially over for me. Playoffs start this week for us here in Indiana. So, judging by the way our season has gone so far, I will be free next week. So, we'll be a lot more, 4 to 5 days a week, 100%. So, getting excited about that. Get ready for some live, raw, uncut sports talk, man. It's just, I'm very, very excited to bring you guys back here. It's been a long football season. I'm gonna need a week just to catch my breath, get stuff done around the house, do a little bit with my setup here, and then bada bing, bada boom, guys, we are rolling. Also, Chiefs Kingdom. I start on the Chiefs podcast, Chiefs Addicts. next week, guys, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. East Coast time, 2 p.m. Central time. If you guys are on YouTube, which you guys should be, subscribe to that channel. I'll post the link here tomorrow. But yeah, Chiefs channel is starting up, I should say. Chiefs Addict. Speaking of the Kansas City Chiefs, as you guys know, the Chiefs and the Raiders went to battle last night. It was an epic 30-29 game. It was a great back and forth game. There was a couple missed calls on both sides of the ball, so all you Raider fans say, oh, the refs screwed up. Shut up with that. Shut up with that. I'm not talking about the refs. I'm not talking about the game outcome itself. I'm talking about Patrick Mahomes versus Max Crosby. I am talking about one of the best defensive ends, if not the best defensive ends in football right now, versus the best quarterback in football right now. As you guys know, probably about third or fourth quarter, they got up each other's grills. They wanted to go to war. They were yakking and talking, and it was bringing chills to my bone. I'm like, get him, Patrick, get him, Kermit, right? Man, like, I was ready. So, fact or crap, the NFL needs a great competitive rivalry between the Chiefs and the Raiders, between the best quarterback and the best defensive player. The NFL needs this. I'm going to go with crap. I am going to go with crap for this because right now, let's just be honest. The NFL kind of has this thug mentality image anyways. The NFL kind of has this, I'm going to do what I want, when I want, how I want. Yes, the rivalry is good. We love competitive games, but we do not want to see the best quarterback and the best defensive end jawing at each other, in each other's face on national TV over and over and over. This gives a bad image for kids. This gives them the false perception that it is okay to get in each other's face and just jaw jack. Now, I'm a defensive coach. I love jaw jacking. I love getting underneath quarterbacks, receiver skins. It is so easy, and we love it. I do it at practice all day, every day. Those kids, like, it is so much fun. But young kids, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-year-olds, they don't need to see that. Yes, it excited me when I saw my quarterback jump up in his face and not back down. That excited me, yes. But we don't need to see it. We don't need to see it because the NFL is trying to reach out to younger kids. Now, if the NFL wanted to reach out to 25 to 34-year-old males, boom, hell yeah. Show that shit all day long. Show freaking Jalen Ramsey ripping the dude's chain off. Wait, that wasn't Jalen. It was Michael Crabtree, and I don't even remember who it was. Show them ripping the chain off. Show them jaw jacking. Mike and Muppet hear exactly what they're saying. Yeah, but we're trying to reach 5-year-olds to 80-year-olds, right? We are trying to get that overseas brand. So, crap, we don't need to see it. I loved it. Don't get it twisted, but we don't need to see it. Alpha Rob says, get ready to get your butt kicked on Sunday, Buck. You know what, man? The Buffalo Bills right now are the best team in football. The Buffalo Bills right now are on a mission from God. As they say on the Blues Brothers, I'm on a mission from God. If you guys have not seen the Blues Brothers, you are missing out. Like the old school one, like the 1980s or whatever. Way back before I was I was born. Drew was probably a teenager when it came out. But hey, it's a great movie. Got Danny Bellucci or whatever that goes, like new name. I'm on a mission from God. But yeah, I believe it's at New York, at Buffalo Bills Stadium. I'm giving you the nod to you guys, Alpha Rob. I'm being a realist, and we're probably only going to beat you guys by like 20 points. So you guys are going to keep it kind of close, you know? Maybe get an extra touchdown in the fourth quarter, you know, make it not such a blowout. But yeah, 20 points minimum. Like it is what it is. Why the Raiders didn't kick the extra point, I don't know. Why did the Chiefs go for 2 points? I don't know. I mean, yes, I know the Chiefs kicker was playing like dog shit, like their 4th-string kicker, right? They could have they could have at least like put Justin Reed in there to kick a PAT or something. Like, I don't know. But if the Chiefs would have kicked the PAT when they scored that last touchdown to put them at 31-23, it would have been an 8-point game. So I don't know why the Raiders went for 2-point conversion. I actually saw a stat where the Raiders, since 2021, are 0-6 going on 2-point conversions. In overtime, Derek Carr is in 6-2 as a quarterback. So if you want to play that analytics game, the analytics tell you to go for the PAT, go to overtime, especially on the road. But hey, I don't know. Maybe the analytics told him to go for 2. And if you are a coach like Josh McDaniels, that absolutely sucks. Josh McDaniels is probably one of the worst coaches in the NFL as a head coach. He probably saw his stat book like, oh, we have a 52% chance of making this 2-point conversion and winning the game with 4.5 minutes left to go. We don't want to face the best quarterback. Use your fucking gut at the end of the day. I don't know. It was stupid. 100% stupid. Alvarado says, fact, but Mahomes is not the best quarterback in the league. Mahomes is not the best quarterback in the league. Alpha Rob is a Buffalo Bills fan, if you guys do not know. But are you telling me Josh Allen is better than Patrick Mahomes? Get out of here with that crap, man. We don't want to hear it. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL right now, hands down. Come on, Alpha Rob, you're better than that, man. You are better than that. Going back to the Max Crosby, Patrick Mahomes thing, Drew says so he does not have the right to defend himself. I'm not saying that, Drew. I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes does not have a right to defend himself whatsoever. What I'm saying is, as a dad, not as a coach, but as a dad of a 4-year-old and 2-year-old, I have very impressionable kids right now. I pee outside one time, and now my son thinks that is the coolest thing in the freaking world. And he's like, Dad, let's pee outside. Dad, let's pee outside. When he sees his idol, Max Crosby, going face-to-face with a quarterback, what does he think he can do? He thinks he can walk up to his 2-year-old brother, say, what's up, boy, and shove him. Like, he thinks that is okay. Now, me as a responsible parent, I'd be like, hey, don't do that. We don't push, yada, yada, yada. But me as like a dad on the inside, I'm like, fuck yeah, man. Fuck them up, right? But we live in a society where we have to be PC, politically correct. And politically correct fighting is bad, Drew. So does he have a right to defend himself? Technically, yes. But in a PC world, no. He has to take it. I'm just saying. Drew says, I was single digits, dork, when the Blues Brothers came out. No, you weren't. Drew, you're like 55 years old. I don't know. As a dad, I explained to my son that he has a right to defend himself. Okay, so, Drew, now I know what stance you are taking, and I am with you 100%. But as a dad with a 4 and a 2-year-old, very impressionable right now. Hell, I'm a nephew, or I'm an uncle to an 11-year-old that's even more impressionable than the freaking 4-year-old is. We were watching the game. His birthday was yesterday. We were watching the game. That's why I wasn't on yesterday, because I was celebrating his 11th birthday. Happy birthday, Gunner, my man. But he saw that, and I guarantee you when they play for the championship game on Wednesday, he is going to make a sack, and he is going to jump up in the kid's face and start jawing. He's going to probably get a personal foul, and I'm going to be like, hey, what the hell? I'm coaching a bunch of 11-year-olds on the side, too. So, I mean, never make that mistake, guys. Never coach 10, 11, 12-year-olds football. It's terrible. Going from high school to, like, 10-year-olds, like, you just want to take your time, like, hang yourself, right? No, I'm totally kidding. I have a grand time. No, I don't. It's terrible. But, yeah, I get what you're saying, Drew. But let me know if you understand what I'm saying too. Do I need to dig deeper into the situation? Because if we dig too far deep, we are going to understand that Bailey Zappe is a new Tom Brady. Bailey Zappe went out and won his first career start as an NFL quarterback for the New England Patriots. You know who else did that 25-some years ago? The Tom Brady. That's right. So Mac Jones is listed day-to-day right now with that ankle sprain, and I see many fans in our trash talk groups, link is in the description, guys, check it out, particularly our AFC East, that they want to see Mac Jones miss this game as well, to see Bailey Zappe to see if he is the real deal or not. So fact or crap, if Mac Jones misses this week's game versus the Lions, no, it's not versus the Lions. They played Lions last week. I don't know who they play this week. My bad. Either way, if Mac Jones misses this game and Bailey Zappe wins another game and is successful, Mac Jones has officially lost his job. So let me ask you guys this question. Do you know what Mac Jones' nickname is in the media and here on Man Hour? Not by me, but other people on the Man Hour. Noodle arm. Just like this. Got the little worm from St. Louis Science Center. It's cool. Noodle arm, Mac Jones. So I'm going to say this. Bill Belichick drafted Bailey Zappe for a reason. I believe it was the 4th round he drafted him. And he has a history of benching highly paid quarterbacks to putting in rookies, i.e. Drew Bledsoe and Tom Brady. Now, to say that Mac Jones has officially lost his job because Bailey Zappe, threw for 100 yards or whatever it was. I think it was 11 for 16 for 116 yards. It was something stupid, right? It was like when the Patriots beat the Bills in that snow game, and they threw the ball for two times, and Alfred was sitting here crying, "Oh, you can't win the game running the ball." Well, that's exactly what they did, and that's what they're doing. If they do that again and Bailey Zappe is successful, I hate to say it, guys, but it is 100% crap. Mac Jones has not lost his job whatsoever. Mac Jones led the Patriots to the playoffs last year. With everybody wrote them off. This is a rebuild year, yada, yada, yada. And the next thing we know, they're in the playoffs. Yes, they got their ass handed to them, the Buffalo Bills, but by golly, they made the freaking playoffs. What is Mac Jones going to do again when he gets 100% healthy? He is going to lead the Patriots to another freaking playoffs. How? I don't know. But they are going to do it. Bill Belichick is the best coach of all time, and he knows exactly what the F he is doing. He is not going to bench Mac Jones for Bailey Zappe. It's just not in the cards yet. The difference between then and now, Drew Bledsoe was already an aging quarterback. Well, he was 35 years old, I believe it was, when that all happened. Yes, Tom Brady was young, but they had a great team around him. It was the best team that Tom Brady ever played on. And they were clicking, they were winning. And if you flash back to that 30 for 30, right? I remember it. The Buffalo Bills came into Foxborough and beat down the Patriots week 1 when Drew Bledsoe got hurt. It was they just looked bad. The Patriots haven't really looked bad this year. They've been mediocre, yes. Worst team in the AFC East, yes. But they never really looked like, man, these guys just suck. There's also no expectations for the Patriots either. They are projected to be in last place. They are projected to be a top 10 pick. So, why waste Bailey Zappe right now? Build up Mac Jones stock. If you're really sold on Bailey Zappe, build up Mac Jones stock, and then trade him off. But no, Mac Jones will start as soon as he is healthy for the New England Patriots. Am I wrong? Probably. Normally am. Jets are in last place. Good job, Alpha Rob. They are a last place team for 2 more weeks. Give them 2 more weeks and they'll be back in second place because the Miami Dolphins, yes, I like my man Skylar Thompson. He will lead them to the promised land. But they're not sold on Skylar Thompson yet. They are not going to play to his strengths yet. When Mike McDaniels understands Skylar Thompson is a freaking baller, then they'll start to push the ball down the field and run it and yada, yada, yada. But it'll be too late at that point. By that point, the Patriots will already be in third place. The Jets will coming back down, crashing to reality. I say, Drew, how about them Jets? Jets are the biggest flash in the pan that you have ever seen. The New York Jets are like a freaking snake. Like, ooh, that's cool. And then like, wow, that's awesome. Yeah, it just keeps going. It gets more worse. And yeah, now I got a big old ash spot on my driveway that's going to sit there and I can never get it off. Like, that's exactly what the Jets are. It's all ooh and ah the first couple weeks. Like, ooh, oh, that's cool. And wow, let's just get suckier and suckier and suckier. And suckier. And now I got to look at this ugly stain for the rest of my life. Like, what? That's exactly what the Jets are. No, I do like the Jets, but they are not there yet. They are not using Elijah Moore yet. They need to use Elijah Moore and get Mims in there as, like a little like as well. Get him in there, get the ball, let him taste around and get to every play. Just like what Nick Stefani says he's going to do to Micha Parsons next week when the Cowboys play the Eagles. Nick Sirianni says Michael Parsons will be accounted for every play. Every play, there's going to be a hat on Micha Parsons. Well, no shit, there better be. He's a defensive end. You better be blocking his ass every play. But hey, I digress from that. I get what he's saying. Basically, what he is saying that Micha Parsons is the best defensive player in the NFL right now. So fact or crap, Micha Parsons is the best NFL player in the NFL right now. Guys, have you been seeing Micha Parsons play? Have you been seeing this guy take on double and triple teams and still make tackles? You know who has been taking on double triple teams for quite a while now? That's Aaron Donald, right? Yes, last year he had a little breakout party with Von Miller there, but now he's kind of just falling back in the way side again. He got his bands, and now he's kind of like, wow, where did he go? I mean, he's still there. He's still making some plays, but he's just not the guy anymore. I mean, obviously he is older, slowing down a little bit. Hell, the whole Rams team is kind of slowing down a little bit. But guys, it is 100% fact. Second-year player Micha Parsons is the best NFL player, the best defensive player in the NFL right now. There's no question in my mind. He has passed Aaron Donald in this so far this season. And like in a career, no. Like obviously Aaron Donald will go down as the best defensive player of all time. But right now, this year, 2022, he is the best player in the NFL. Better than Micha Parsons. Better than Max Crosby. Better than TJ Watt. Yes, I know he's hurt, but he's better than TJ Watt. He's better than Nick Bosa and Joey Bosa. Put anybody out there, Micha Parsons is the best. Tell me I'm wrong, because I will tell you otherwise. He is the heart and soul of this Dallas Cowboys defense. This defense has given up 5 touchdowns all season long. Not more than 1 touchdown in a game. They are locking down people. Defense wins championships, and this is exactly why the Cowboys will win the Super Bowl, because of Micha Parsons. Facts. Drew says, go Eagles. Excuse me. I went down the wrong hole or something. Go Eagles, Drew? Drew has now has a 5-shelf thing that goes 4 shelves wide, so it can fit 20 helmets on there, and he has officially put his 17th helmet on his wall. He's officially a Philadelphia Eagles fan now. Where's the applause button, Drew? Where is that? Here it is. Yeah. Hell yeah, Drew. Go Eagles. Drew is bound to win the Super Bowl at some point. But look at those quarterbacks Micha Parsons has played. Matthew Stafford. People said he's the best quarterback in the league, right? Daniel Jones. Pretty good quarterback. Not too shabby. How about Tom Brady? The GOAT. The best quarterback in the NFL. The best quarterback of all time. Joe Burrow. Mr. Comeback Player of the Year himself. Do I need to go on? Those are all top 15 quarterbacks in the league there, Alpha Rob. So look at those quarterbacks that he's played. Yeah, he's played against great quarterbacks. They played against some pretty damn good teams. With little offensive help. Everybody had them written off for dead, and what happens? The defense says, hold my beer, jump on my back. We're going to carry you, boys. Drew likes to use slang words right here. Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. This is Drew's ding-a-ling. Just all, I can't get up. Much like Combs. Take the blue pill. He says, I go game by game. So he's not a fan of any particular team. He just goes game by game. In this game, he's going by the Philadelphia Eagles. So he will never have a losing team. All those guys are statues, he says. Hey, Tom Brady has a killer kick, Alpha Rob. You saw when he got roughed and he kicked the dude up in the balls, right? Was he a statue then? Hell no. Joe Burrow? I don't know. I don't care if they're statue or not. They're still talented. So just because they're statues and not mobile like Lamar Jackson, that makes them bad? I guess every white quarterback in the NFL is bad then. Let's just call a spade a spade. You know I hate the Cowgirls. But there it is. The best linebacker ever, Sean Lee. Boom, baby. My childhood idol. Now, Vander Esch and Micha Parsons are kind of taking that realm there. But, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. It's been live, raw, uncut sports talk. Tomorrow, I got BC Combs back on the show. If you guys like fantasy football, we'll have Tori on as well. Talk a little bit of fantasy football. But that'll be over on the fantasy channel because I don't like to bog this stuff down with fantasy talk. This is straight NFL talk, real NFL talk. And we got the fantasy football talk over there. Also, if you guys like Kansas City talk, here I'll be a part of the Kansas City Addicts starting, I believe it's next week is when we start that. So 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. East Coast time. I'll post a link in the YouTube channel tomorrow, guys. If you guys would like, be most kind to subscribe to it, help us out. Starting from the ground up. But other than that, guys, have a good night. See you guys next week. Alpha Rob, be prepared to cry on Sunday. Chiefs Kingdom, stand up. But you guys have a good night. I'm out.